Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasia, but you can also call me Tay, and welcome in. I'm so excited to have you here. It is day 15 on Sprout, which means we're officially halfway done with this 30-day challenge. A challenge that has taken me over 2 months to complete, but you know what? It's okay. We don't talk about it. Anyways, as you can tell by the title, today we're decorating outside of Nook's Cranny. Now, fun fact, I actually recorded this video originally as a Let's Play, however, I was recording in a very echoey room, so I just could not fix the audio. I tried my best, and that's why we're doing a little voiceover today. I did want to mention though, if you ever notice a change in the sound of my audio from video to video, that's because I do sometimes record in different rooms. I don't really have a stationary setup, so sometimes the audio may sound different when I'm doing certain voiceovers, so I do apologize for that. But as I said, we are going to be decorating outside of Nook's Cranny. Here I have a ton of dirt squares on the ground because I want to make an orchard. I did want to kind of match the orchard colors to the colors of Nook's Cranny, so that's why I really considered using either oranges or peaches for the orchard. I wasn't really sure exactly which one. A lot of this video was me just trying to figure out what I liked. I didn't have a direct plan going into it, so maybe it's a little better that I'm doing a voiceover today anyways. But before I wanted to work on that orchard, I did want to start on the exterior of Nook's Cranny. So I started by laying down some steps and plank codes because I want to cover up the building essentially. It doesn't quite match the style of my island, so I wanted to put some storefronts in front of it. I've seen people do this before and it just looks so cute and it really feels western and farm-like. It's like another little barn on my island, kind of like a blue and yellow barn, and I love it. So that's why I wanted to put the storefronts there, and then I started working on decorating the outside. I went back and forth so many different times for this. I wanted to put in some barrels, I tried wheat fields, I tried flowers. It just took me a really long time to figure out the orientation that I liked, and eventually I do come to something, obviously, that I really thought was cute, but for now it was just me moving around a bunch of barrels and boxes. I even thought of shifting over the storefronts a bit so I could fit in a second barrel or something closer to the doors so you could still walk by, but then you saw the window of Nook's Cranny and I did not like that, so I kind of had to change it up again. And yeah, it was just a lot of shimming around, but eventually I came to this cluster of items and it's just really cute. It does take a lot for me to figure out a certain style that I like when it comes to decorating, so yeah. I did want to also include some flowers, of course, in this area, and look how cute the cosmos look with all these colors going on. I just love it so much. Eventually I did come up with this, and I did want to use some more wheat fields around the area, so I did consider putting some on the sides of Nook's Cranny, and I like the look of it, but it just made the building look a little bit too wide. And some of the items looked a little bit off-centered, so I did end up taking those wheat fields out. And then I considered some other options, but here I wanted to drop an orange on top of the box. This is really the point when I started to figure out what I wanted Nook's Cranny to be and represent. And I think I settled on either a grocery store or somewhere where you can pick up orange and peach desserts. But I also thought of a cute idea to have some ants trailing across Nook's Cranny. And Daisy May was actually here today, so I was running around my island like a mad woman trying to find her. I saw her before I started recording, so I knew she was in this area, and I was just trying to find where she was because I wanted to drop a rotten turnip, and that's how you can kind of have some ants trailing across your island. Usually, once you time travel or it's been a week since you bought the turnip, I believe they will rotten, and once you place them on the ground, that's when the ants will show up. So I did want to include this. I think it's such a fun little detail to put on your islands. I'm not exactly sure if it shows up in the dream address. That's something I haven't really figured out, but for now I wanted them to trail across the front of Nook's Cranny. And also to kind of control which direction they'll be walking in, I ended up planting a weed behind and in front of the turnips so that way they won't walk in those directions. And also I thought it'd be so cute if I used some of the grocery carts on the sides of Nook's Cranny. So you go over there, pick up your grocery cart, and you can go in the store and do your shopping. So I put down that dirt code. on the ground. Also, I wanted to make a little walkway up to Nook's Cranny, so of course I'm using the garden path once again. I just adore this path so much. I did change up the style of it a little bit, so I thought this design was just perfect. And this is when I start really building out my build from the store itself, and I thought some things needed to go in front of this area to divide the orchard from Nook's Cranny, so I did put down these wooden partitions. I just thought they were so cute. It's like a little gate that leads into this area, and I also put down some bushes right in front of this so the brown was kind of broken up. And this is the point when I start deciding what fruit I want where. I was very particular on making this orchard a mix between the oranges and the peaches, so I was really taking my time on where I wanted to place all of these. But once I figured it out, I started to plant all of my fruits in. My only thing though is the trees are going to have to be in their fully grown state, so it might block Nook's Cranny just a little bit, and this area will feel very full because it's such a skinny walkway. But you know what, that's okay. I really love the end product of it anyways. So after doing all of the planting, I went and got some more trees to put in the back areas over here. I decided to go with the cedars just because all of the fruit trees are hardwoods, so I did want to break it up just a little bit. And I also start working on planting some weeds around the area, just trying to fill in little details that I thought would look pretty nice. I also put down some more wheat fields around the area. I did manage to fit those in. I've truly been having so much fun working on this island theme, and as much as I love terraforming, I feel like it's just been really nice not to have to worry about how my cliffs are gonna look and what is gonna go where. So as much as it's been challenging and sometimes limiting, it's also been really freeing just to go in and just build whatever I want wherever I want to put it. If you've never done a no terraforming island, highly recommend. I feel like it's a different change of pace. Yeah, it's pretty fun, but also I feel like my breaks in between creating videos has truly helped me stay a little bit more creative, because sometimes I would actually get very stuck and I'd really be lost on ideas of what I could do for this island theme because I'm so used to being able to terraform whenever I like. But yeah, in a way this has really helped and challenged my creativity when building in this game, and I feel like I would love to do a flat island in the future. That would be kind of crazy for me. I'm not sure how I would handle it, but I think it could be fun. Here is how the orchard looks once I time traveled, and there's Pappy. Look how cute he is. I love him. I know he's not really a horse. I know he's an okapi, but he's honestly my favorite of the horse villagers, so that's why I really wanted him on this island, and he just looks so happy in this orchard. I'm glad that his house is up on that cliff because he's just blending in perfectly. And here is Nook's Cranny with the ants trailing across the front. It looks so good. It's very simple. As I was building this and I was talking in my video, I was saying that I was liking the simplicity of this front part of Nook's Cranny. Normally I try to fill out my builds a lot as much as possible, but I was really liking the simplistic look, so I didn't want to clutter it up much more, but I did end up pushing the fences a little bit backwards just to give more room between the orchard and Nook's Cranny there. And yeah, it looks really nice. I was also able to fit some items right in front as well. I did try out the rocking chair at first. That's probably been one of my favorite things building on this island, is placing rocking chairs everywhere, as well as the windmills, which I also put down in this video a little bit later. But I wasn't liking it right in front of the partition, so I did move it in front of Nook's Cranny, and I love it there, but the only problem is you can't get in. So every time I want to go into Nook's Cranny, I'm gonna have to move some items around, which is unfortunate, but it's not too much of a hassle, and I just want it to look pretty. That's really my goal. And then I finally put down some leaf piles there as well. Also, as I was walking around the area, I noticed Ava was also enjoying the orchard. I feel like this was a win. A lot of my villagers love walking through this area, and they're just so cute, so I'm glad she's there enjoying the orchard. And then I started to put down some barbed wire fencing around this area, and I just can't stress enough how much I love this view. This is when I kind of stopped to look at what it would look like from this incline here, and just look how pretty it is with Nook's Cranny in the background, the orchard, and then you can see Pappy's house in the back. I'm still deciding what I want to do with Pappy's house. I have no idea what I want to put and decorate over there. It's okay, we'll figure it out a little bit later. And I also love this menu sign. I feel like it's probably one of my other favorite items in the game. I tend to use it a lot. I just think it's so cute. I'm not really sure what it's referencing, but again, Nook's Cranny is going to be like a grocery store or a place where you could pick up some orange and peach desserts, so I just thought it was very fitting to put that there. And as promised, I'm putting in another windmill. I don't know how many windmills I have on this island. I managed to put in another one in the actual orchard. They're just like everywhere on my island, and I don't think I'm gonna stop. I just love them so much. If you've been keeping up with the builds and with this series, let me know your guesses down in the comments. How many windmills do you think I have on my island currently? Because there is quite a lot. There's quite a few. And just look at Pappy down there. He's so cute. Look at his little face. I can't even. He was just very distracting in that moment. I just could not stop looking at him. Anyways, I'm doing like a final run around the area just to see if I want to add in any other details. I did end up moving that rotten turnip towards the back just so I don't scare off the ants every time I come towards the front of Nook's Cranny. And then I also put in a final hardwood here on the side. And that's pretty much the build. I will be doing some filler areas in a future video because I have a few spots around the island that are just too small for their own video. So I will be doing a filler video across my island in the future. But that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching if you made it to this point. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you have been enjoying the series so far. Again, we're halfway through. There's only 15 more days to go, and I'm looking forward to sharing more Sprout with you all. So thank you guys again so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't already and you'd like to see more videos from me. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!